Well, I've been kicked out of my near every bar around. I've been locked up for driving 120 through town. I've been shot at and cut with a knife, messing around with another man's wife. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Threw my boss out the window and got fired for my last job. Hot-wired a city truck and turned it over in the mayor's yard. Paid my brother-in-law half to death. Lost $20 on his football bet. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Good old boys, we're all the same. Ain't no way we'll ever change. Ain't no harm by the things we do, or the trouble that we get into. Other than a while.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wade and Carter Show. Oops, I can't really see you, so I'm going to put these on there.
Hi, Mom.
There we go.
My mom's out there.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm going to play Wordle.
All right. Please play Wordle this morning while we're on the show. That's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Greg Garcia, Ricky King, Marina in this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marina, on the podium this morning. Thank you for checking in bright and early, and love to see you all here. Welcome to the show. I'm Ash. He's Brent. I'm the Wade. He's the Carter. For those of you that are just tuning in for the very first time, if you're on Magic, you can't see us, but you can hopefully know who's who by the sounds of our melodic tones and velvety voices.
Right. One guy that does radio and another guy that simply doesn't.
Well, Wade and Carter Weather, brought to you by the great folks at AT Deerlam Hay Feed and Ranch Services. Next week at Deerlam Feed, it's Ranch Week on the 8th through the 10th. Oh, am I a little warm? Hot this morning? Okay. Hot. I'm a little excited today. I got a good night's sleep.
Did you?
Ranch Week going on at Deerlam
Hello,
Feed
Marina.
next week, 8th through the 10th. They've got lunch. They'll have giveaways, sales throughout the store. Go get your red funnels.
66 degrees in Victoria, Texas, under clear skies, heading to a high today of 92. Oh, no, it's climate change. We're back in the 90s. It was fall.
It was.
Look, 92 today, 91, then 89, 88.
Oh, bother.
The gradual cooling that will last until, November.
Scott Tonko, Marvin Mickish, Mark Kurtz, Torm Bales, Matt Boucher, Jordan Glass, Bobby Leister, reminding you, everybody, it is called a Wednesday. Get to Veracruz today for lunch or dinner. Enjoy a great steaming bowl of caldo since it is fall.
You see I'm sporting my Red Sox shirt that I got.
I see that.
From my wonderful neighbors, Chandlers.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Yeah,
a little bit later.
That
baseball playoffs began yesterday. Great Boston Yankees game. I'm not
the
going to lie.
randomness of my wardrobe is not as random as some people think. This is official. What does it say on the back?
The North End Crew.
North End Crew. This is like serious for the Red Sox aficionado.
Yeah,
this
so
is
serious.
Like real gear.
Yeah, you can buy it at the
a portion of the proceeds going to Hurricane Harvey victims. Remember that when your newspaper, the one that I think actually, did you do some writing for them at one point?
I blogged for a while.
I did some writing for them at one point. Till they started trying to
tell you what you wanted.
Tell me what I could write.
Yeah.
We called ourselves the Midday Mafia. It was a great deal. Me and Jim Simpson.
You guys are doing like restaurant reviews.
Yeah, it was great. It was great stuff. And we would say, this is better than this is, we're a mate. So-and-so's we called Rick out at Brown Bag a made man, and they said, "Oh, we got to tone that down."
Rick
I was like,
you're
not going to tone it down. I'm through writing for you idiots, which of course is why they're broke.
I mean, a New Yorker that sounded and looked like Mafia drove a black Cadillac.
Yeah, we had fun with it. Oh no, you can't say that. He had fun with it.
He had fun with it. Absolutely.
People are idiots. That's why they're broke.
Rena Scherer, Mom, good morning. Junior Samples, P. Strauss, checking in from Red River Gorge.
Hey, welcome, P. Strauss.
This morning, Scott Snowland, to Chris, Justin Glass, Randy Langston, Lisa Poole, Mark Zapata, morning. Tammy Keeling, Monty Howard, good to see you in. Tammy Williams, Sherry Jacobs, Stephanie Connie, John Anderson, Funky Trey Molina.
An Astros update for P. Strauss is kind of like Aunt Betty. Hello, Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty, are you there? because there are no Astros updates. We don't have anything to tell you. We'll
View,
do baseball later.
The View got all. We've got a guest coming in later
yeah, we
today,
do have a guest coming in today. Very excited. The left is all butthurt because Pete Hegseth said, "Hey,
fat shamed some."
He fat shamed some generals and basically fat shamed the military. He said, "Look, what part of this doesn't make sense to you people?" He said, "Well, we'll let him say what he said." He just said, "I'm tired of looking at fat guys in uniform." Sorry.
Please take your seats.
I won't play all of it.
It's tiring to look out at combat formations or really any formation and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
Good for him.
And leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And that's why today at my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over.
Amen.
No more beardos. The era of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done. Simply put, if you do not meet the male level physical standards for combat positions, cannot pass a PT test, or don't want to shave and look professional, it's time for a new position or a new profession.
Could not agree more.
But when it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs, so be it. That is not the intent, but it could be the result. So be it. I'm issuing new policies that will overhaul the IG, EO, and MEO processes. I call it the no more walking on eggshells.
Yeah. So just because we indulge it all here. And I'm not at all surprised that just like pulling a chain, Tammy Keeling comes in and says, should have sent a fat beardo shaming memo. It would have been cheaper. The fact that the government, that the military took the opportunity to convene everybody, share a standard that I have direct contact. I have a family member who's a captain in the United States Army, said that every single person above his command chain and below him, every person he saw at Fort Hood yesterday was fired up and motivated by Pete Hegseth's speech. The idea that, by the way, so there was a congressperson, I don't remember if it was a senator.
Yeah.
It was a lady.
Yeah,
it was a lady,
senator,
and she was an Iraq war veteran.
She's on the
military, one of the military committees. Yeah. She went out of her way to make a big deal about it. The standards for an 18-year-old man are not the same as the standards for a 45-year-old man. I did not hear him make that differentiation. He did not say everybody's going to meet the same standard. He said everybody's going to meet the combat ready standard, which is the standard for them in their role. What we're not,
and to be honest, when we go to war, 45-year-olds typically aren't on the battlefield.
No, that's true. But it's just the whole deal of I mean, I don't know. I don't speak for Tammy because I can't think that irrationally. I don't think she's saying that fat people and bearded people should necessarily be in our military. That'd be as if you said fat, people should be NFL players. It doesn't necessarily work. You can have some fat, but you've seen them get leaner and meaner over the years because of survival. Our combat ready troops should look, I can remember seeing the Russian television ad for soldiers, and it looked totally different than ours. Ours was like LBGTQ and just saying that our diversity is our strength. That is BS in the military. In the military, your unity is your strength.
I mean, he said we're not gonna play your make-believe world anymore and allow you to be part of the military. I don't have a problem with that. That's
Ricky
good.
King says the combat ready standard changes for your age group. You do not do as many push-ups, sit-ups, or run the 2 miles the same as a 45-year-old man as you do for an 18-year-old man. So there you have it. The left gets driven crazy when people decide to actually have higher standards. Grow up, Greg Garcia. Absolutely 100%. I woke up this morning proud of the United States military. And I'll take it a step further. let's see. There's no difference between standards for men and women. Expensive flex for Hegseth. I don't agree at all.
But what he said was everybody has to meet the standards, which reading between the lines of his speech yesterday, we're not holding everybody to those standards.
No, we're not. He said some people are intimidated to enforce the standards that they know exist because it's not popular. The difference is when you're going in, what Hegseth is saying is what we all know to be true. We all know this to be true. If you're going into a combat situation, either there is a combat standard that everybody meets, or those people shouldn't be going into combat. If that means that you've got to be able to carry a 180-pound man on your back for 1.5 miles, and you're a woman or you're a man who can't do that, you have no business in combat. That's just the way it is. So there it is. That's the way it is. And I don't have a problem. He said, so be it. We're going to put out a standard. If you meet it, you can go. If you don't, you can't.
Marina says Navy SEALs shouldn't look like SEALs.
That's right. Although he did say, if you decide you want to grow a beard, get into special forces. Now, because the left always on the wrong side of not even 80-20 ideas, they're on the wrong side of 90-10 ideas. The left screaming that the no beard clause is racist because 68% of all the beard exemptions in the United States military have been issued prior to black men, maybe black women, blacks, because if they shave, sometimes they get these bumps. It is what it is. Tough toenails. At the end of the day, it's saving their lives, because when you're in a combat situation and you don't have a good seal on your respirator, you're going to die. So the military is actually finding a way to save these guys who, I mean, would you rather die in a gas attack with your beard or survive with your respirator without a beard? Common sense. Common sense is back in the United States military. It is what it is. I mean, you can go back to just 30 years ago when at the time of 55, 60-year-old something, Clint Eastwood played in, what movie was it? Like it was called Hamburger Hill or whatever. He was a gunny, remembering it. But here's the deal. He took it on himself. No, that's Unforgiven. That's a Western. He took it upon himself to get in tremendous shape to represent the United States military.
Uncommon Valor? No, that wasn't.
No, that was like Chuck Norris or somebody. I don't know. But it was, I think it was called Hamburger Hill. Well, let's see what it was called.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge. Yeah, that's it. And great show. But what he did was he said, I got to get
there. You go. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
Everybody's coming in.
Everybody knows, because you're all Clint Eastwood fans. Justin Glass, Marvin, Mark Zapata, and J. Mark Jameson. Hey, J. Mark Jameson. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm going to tell you, I was most proud of him. Now I'm going to take it a step further. My son-in-law is a captain in the United States military stationed at Fort Hood. He said what nobody's thinking about this is the unbelievable amount of fraud involved at the VA. He says, man, you just can't believe. He goes, I'm 1,000% about taking care of all of our troops. He goes, but you can't believe how many people go, huh? To get that permanent disability. And he said, these fat, out of shape, can't work out, can't PT, can't rehab soldiers. He said, when we have a lean military base, you will see injury come down, you will see rehabilitation more effective, and you will see fraud begin to disappear from our military. And that is everything. What are you laughing about?
I'll get to it in a second. Nobody wants to see John Candy in stripes on the battlefield. Funny movie.
That's right.
No confidence
in
that silhouette in a uniform on the battlefield.
I don't know. I just don't understand why. And I mean, and by the way, I want you to know, and I'm going to admit this. I'm going to admit this to you people. I have a list of people, some elected people, who just straight say, every time you engage Tammy Keeling, I just change the channel because you're just indulging stupidity. It's uncanny. Am I lying?
No.
It is uncanny. But I can't help it because it's the counterpoint to common sense. I'm giving you common sense, and Tammy always comes in with some idiotic comment.
Oh, there's no common sense on the left.
But it's just, but when you drill down, you realize that you're dealing with a narcissist who just doesn't care about the truth. They just care about being a counterpoint, which explains the futility of her era on the school board and why our schools suck, because all they ever cared about was just being right. I just want to be right. I want to do what's right. She's saying that the whole thing should have been a memo, like the memo we got. Oh, we're taking a tax increase after Harvey because if we don't do it now, we can never do it. And we didn't vote on it. Nobody talked about it. There was no entertaining of a separate idea. There was no repay when FEMA made the district whole. It's like we need the money and we can take it, so we're going to take it. But we're only taking 11 cents, even though we could have took 13.
And I think they were going to take 13 and then knocked it down to 11.
We're really only giving you 2% back. We already gave you 2% back because we could have took 13.
But we're not giving it really back to you.
Okay, so that's the end of the Tammy Keeling idiocy.
Well, I'm done talking. It's funny because the other thing, the leftists were all complaining about the cost to bring them, because Donald Trump was asked about that yesterday. The cost to bring all these,
everybody's on the same page.
You know what though? Well, yeah, companies do it all the time. They bring all their leaders in. They have their powwows and their think tanks and everything.
And that's paid for by the consumer. That's yeah.
So all of a sudden yesterday, the left was concerned that this was wasteful spending. They don't give a crap about the 1.5 trillion that has forced our government to shut down as of 12:01 this morning.
Right.
Oh, by the way, it didn't shut down. Did you notice anything this morning?
No, everything's fine. The lights still worked on Main Street.
I find it just, it's laughable because now they're concerned about spending money and want to save every single taxpayer dollar when they haven't given a crap about taxpayer dollars.
No, they don't care about it at all.
And the $3 trillion plus that's been added to government spending since COVID and in the name of COVID. So
yeah, well, that's what you do. Like he just said, Reagan Langston, let the brothers keep their beards and just give them all N95 surgical masks and tell them good luck. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want any Klinger either. I love California. They don't want Klinger out there either. And that was with a K, Max Klinger.
Yeah. Melissa Hansen says it's gotten too lax. 5 years ago, went to visit her eldest at tech school in the Air Force. Guys are walking around with painted fingernails, dangling earrings and makeup. And her son said, Dad, you can't say anything.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with having a standard of excellence. Look at the New York Yankees. Somewhere in there, 27 world championships.
Although I think they finally acquiesced and let Catfish Hunter grow his mustache, right?
Did they?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, you got to be a Hall of Famer to do that. Yeah. Well, but there were some generals there. And some of this was directed at people that need to move on from the military. But the idea, and I think it's worth noting.
Joy Behar on The View yesterday.
Oh, she's terrible.
All she took away from that was, he's got a problem with fat people? No, he's got a problem with fat, out of shape people in the military. No problem with that at all.
It's a lot like it's hard to enforce a standard that you yourself long ago gave up on.
He said the toxic, one thing Pete Hegseth nailed it. The toxic standard is when you don't have a standard.
Right. It's
or you hold a low standard. Absolutely. That's not leadership. That was toxic leadership.
Well, if you let it's like if you let the windows be broke, then the yard grows up. Then the next thing you know, you live in a ghetto.
Stephanie Coney has a good point. When you get everybody in the same room,
that's right.
One person can say, "Oh, I missed that email," or "I missed that memo."
And it also gives you the chance to look around at the fact that the majority of those folks were in good shape. The majority of those folks were in great shape. Look at, even Dawn says, Tammy Keeling, just stop.
Andrew Alvarez says, I am more than sure there was more to this meeting than just what the camera showed. Absolutely.
Yeah. I just can't. I feel like the number one thing that we can do here, honestly, is address and dispel stupidity. And with that said, I mean, you need people to have counterpoints. I mean, Peter McNally always comes in and it'll be like the most random thing, but he's a good guy. You know, some people are just contrary to be noticed. And it's just really tired. It's just tired. You know, what did she, yeah, thanks. No, yeah. She's really telling me to stop because you're a moron. I can't believe some of the people that have passed as public servants in our community. That's why this place is just roughshod, terrible.
Can we stop referring to them as public servants?
Well, that's true. Self-serving, egomaniacs.
Adam Daughtry, his sons are serving, and thank you for their service.
Mm-hmm.
He says these standards had already been coming down the pipe since last month. Good. So now everybody who's in control of anybody below them all understands what was said yesterday by Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. I thought he did a great job.
I thought he did a great job, and I think it sends a message to the world, which is politics, which is, by the way, diplomacy. You get everybody in the room. They're all on the same page. They're not spread out all over the globe. There was more experience, more ribbons, more military presence there than most of the world has ever seen. It's important that people around the globe saw a unified military presence. There is nothing wrong with that. By the way, your military is about to be in action. The idiots in Hamas have basically said they're going to reject Donald Trump's offer. I mean, if the Middle East has signed off on this, yes, let's do this. Let's work towards peace. These boneheads in Hamas have basically said, I don't know, man, there's not enough in it for us, which is a lot like the Democrats.
Some of the noses at it.
It's exactly like the Democrats shutting down the government. But at the end of the day, he gave them 72 hours. My experience has been when Trump gives you 72 hours, the 73rd hour doesn't look good for you. It doesn't. It just doesn't.
So what has the media been doing in the buildup to this? The images coming out of Gaza and the loops of the same videos.
Oh, yeah, with the people with the pots. Yeah. They're all waiting for rice. Well, they're all going to be dead. So it doesn't really matter. And if you go, I mean, Israel is a little bitty country. And the Gaza is a little bitty strip. I mean, I just say, whoa, bulldoze it.
Really nice strip.
It's a really nice
Great
strip.
piece of land. Had a lot of infrastructure when Ariel Sharon, as I've mentioned many a time in 2005, said, here, it's all yours. We're going to leave paradise. It's going to be yours.
Not good enough for them. Their goal is to eradicate the Jews. The Jews will end them.
They didn't want, it's not about autonomy and their own place on earth.
No, it's about eradicating.
They don't want to peacefully exist in a two-party or two nations, in a two-state system, whatever you want to call it. Hamas does not care about any of that.
Yeah.
It was handed to them by Ariel Sharon. In fact, as we've talked about, they dug up the Jewish cemeteries and relocated them. They were gone. They left all the infrastructure, hospitals, schools, farming, greenhouses, everything they needed.
Yeah. Took their dead with them.
Yeah, nothing. What have they done with it? Held the people hostage, impoverished them, uneducated them, brainwashed them, and then turned around and blamed Israel for it all.
How much more clear can it be when Trump was off? He was off teleprompter, and he turned to Netanyahu and said, I'm giving them 72 hours to do what they need to do. And then I am, then Bibi, you do what you need to do. And you know you have the full backing of the United States of America. How much more of a message do you need if you're Hamas? I'm giving them 72 hours. Then Bibi, casually to his friend, do what you need to do. And after that, I got your back.
Michelle Hawkins, me rushing over to see the liberal breakdown today.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Just watch The View.
Yeah. Oh, the
Peter McNally's favorite show. They were going ballistic on Hegseth yesterday.
Mm. There you go, Tammy Williams. I'm so grateful that our United States is turning right side up. No one is supposed to wear nail polish in uniform, women or men. She's wife of a former Marine. What's interesting is, good morning, Glenn Dry.
The fact that our military is no longer going to play make-believe in people's delusional worlds, good.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and the idea that, at one point the military, true story, had 76 approved nail polishes. I just don't believe that women in the military need to wear nail polish. Why? Well,
Greg Garcia says no such place as Palestine, no such people as Palestinians. The left continues to perpetuate the lie.
Absolutely.
What I find really interesting is the colonizers.
Israel's not a part of NATO.
But you go back and look at old maps that the colonizers of the Middle East drew up, the English, they do refer to the area as Palestine. They do. But see, it always fits the narrative. When they're busy colonizing the world, they hate them. When what they've done actually helps them push a narrative, they love them and embrace it. It's almost comical when you actually look at this stuff and kind of break it down.
Yeah.
Oh, should we take a break?
Did you see the video of it uses the SH word 3 times, but the comments of Bill Maher, who to me at best was a left-leaning libertarian. I always thought he was a liberal. His comments regarding why the left is just shattered were just astounding.
Well, this was something else. It's somewhat what we've always talked about, how Africa just gets ignored. And I could play this real quick. Let me know if you
feel free.
Yeah, it's an interesting clip. I think so.
The fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right. No one's talking about it.
It's
all right. Let me, can people hear Bill Maher real quick?
I want to know. Did y'all hear that?
Let me know. I want to make sure that the buttons are pushed properly. Somebody give me a thumbs up that you heard what Bill Maher was saying real quick before I continue to play it. And we have 30 seconds of dead air because nobody can hear it.
Right.
Instead, we got 30 seconds of dead air as I wait for somebody.
Come on, people.
There we go. Thank you. People could hear it. Thank you, H.R. Mallory,
for playing New York.
For playing along. Okay, now let me go back. Let me go back to this piece with Bill Maher because it's pretty interesting.
No, in Syria.
No, but
in Nigeria, yes.
Nigeria. I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right. No one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
No, this coming from Bill Maher, and I watch Bill Maher almost every week. I think
you like him.
I do. I think he's funny. I think he makes some great points.
He infuriates me.
I've watched him for years. I think he's got one of the better shows on.
Very,
on
very
TV.
Smart. He's very smart.
But
yeah. Yeah. The left unhinged. Anybody that believes that Chuck Schumer systematically shut down the government to protect himself from a Senate challenge from AOC. That's a fact. It's the most selfish act in the history of American politics.
I find interesting yesterday, I wish I knew that. I wish the Epic Times, they had a reporter and they asked two different senators, Democrat senators, because I think Schumer was one of them. He was saying that they had sent proposals to Trump regarding health care that could have averted the shutdown. And when the Epic Times reporter asked Chuck Schumer what those proposals were, he didn't answer because he didn't know. He's lying. He didn't send anything to Trump.
No, he didn't know.
And they asked somebody else the same thing. Another Democrat senator basically said the same thing. Well, we've already sent detailed proposals to the Republicans to get this done, and they ignored him. And that senator was also asked by the reporter at the Epic Times, well, what was in those proposals? And the guy completely avoided the question, answered the question with another question. So they don't know. It's all bull crap.
Yeah. Good morning, Judge Posey. The left absolutely wanted to shut down the government. They wanted so you lose the elections. They came in and they said, this is not the way negotiations work. You got throttled in the elections. We don't have to negotiate with you. They came in and decided that they wanted $1.5 trillion. We are way past billions now. We're into 1,000 billions. They want 15,000 billions. So that they can let illegal aliens go back to having free health care. You can spin the verbiage any way you want. The fact is that they want your tax dollars to pay for illegal aliens to get benefits that inner city blacks don't always get.
And they wanted what, $1.5 trillion to push the funding a few weeks down the road. It wasn't even for the next year.
Right.
$1.5 trillion to hold us hostage for a few weeks. Come on.
And by the way, thank you, Andy and Greg Garcia. It is better for the program and Melissa Hanson if I let you people go ahead and deal with the idiotic left in the comments. And what's great is they're there forever. Everybody can go read them and go, oh, yeah, well, that was a good point. Oh, that was a good point. Oh, that was a good point. Because they're counterpoints to sheer idiocy. Let's take a break and get our guest in here. And I apologize for letting a narcissist somewhat pirate the program, but it does allow you, I hope you're as convicted as I am to stay the course. Folks, Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends, 7 local charities supported by Palace Bingo. Palace does a great job of letting you have a good time, and you very subtly get to help support a number of you don't have to duck.
Don't have to duck.
That's why we did this. That's why we went like this. Like, come on, because it's free. It's covered. You're good. Right over here. And just hang around. And Palace Bingo is there for you. Great time, great food, great friends, great fun. Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends. USA Concrete Coatings, 578-HOME. Go check out what Charlie Garcia and his team can do. Go to their website, USA Concrete
Coatings.
Great
Pictures of everything. And
they can show you. You'll be like, oh, wow. It'll give you ideas. Maybe it's a craft room and you want to put down your coat of arms. They can do these things. They use computers and lasers to do it. Veracruz Restaurant, today is Caldo Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Caldo Wednesday. Get in today and enjoy a big steaming bowl of Caldo. Fantastic. The only day of the week that you can get it. Did you know yesterday or coming up, maybe it's next week, is National Taco Tuesday Day?
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Torben Bales with a solid point. The left doesn't really care about illegals. They just want potential votes. Yeah. The fact that one party wants to legalize illegals to get their votes ought to make you vote the other way.
They will spend more money on illegals than on American minority citizens.
No doubt about it. Yep. No doubt about it.
Well, you know what? You know what's interesting? If you look at what's happened, when Jimmy Carter let all the Cubans in, they thought, oh, we're going to have Democrats for life. And look what's happened within one generation look what's happened in one generation in Cuba.
No doubt.
They all voted Republican this last time around.
Well, they all realized that they were being enslaved just by a different master. No doubt about it. Hey, let's take a second. People have busy schedules. We're going to give you some time with our buddy, our friend, our pal, David Brogger. He's no stranger to media. Look, he waves at the camera. He knows. Hello, friend. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. It's kind of early still. Little sinusy. I think the weather that blew in, but it's so nice outside. And wow, speaking of nice, this is just a fantastic.
Isn't this a great spot?
Studio. Yeah.
John Paul Hull and
really nice.
And Mr. Geets gave us this. It's very super nice. So what time do you have to get up? I know it takes an hour and a half to get all that uni on.
Yeah, and to get this
to get the hair done.
My alarm goes off at 7:03, and I'm at work by 8 every day.
There you go.
Okay, see, you were talking about being a little sinusy. I was too when I got up, but I got up at 4:30.
Yeah,
because you just can't come in and provide consistent
and look
mediocrity,
like that too,
right? To look like that. I'm thinking about going to your hairstyle.
Yeah.
I know when we visited yesterday, you told me, and I've known you a long time, through ups and downs.
Yes.
Mostly ups. That's
Yes.
one great thing about you. Most everything is ups. But I've never heard you more excited about being involved with the VPD than I did yesterday. And you was like, you said, I've just got several things I want to share.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, well, then we make time. So come on. Tell us what's going on and what our listeners should be excited about.
Sure. Well, thank you again for letting me come on
Always.
and pop in this morning. Today's October 1st, and it's the official launch of our new recruitment launch. It's our recruitment launch actually today. We've got billboards, we've got flyers, we've got Facebook posts. If you don't follow us on Facebook, please follow us on there. Our website and things, and we've got a lot of good stuff going on right now. Of course, everybody knows about our public safety headquarters. It's almost done. That's going to be fantastic.
They've got grass and trees.
I saw the grass, and I cut grass for a side job, and I'd really like to get that contract. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, we're not going to let you do that.
It won't happen, but it's beautiful, and I can't think.
I'll get the contract, and then I'll sub it out to you.
There you go.
Right.
But really, really important today is the first day that we can officially announce some things. And I've been in recruiting for a little while, and I've never been able to just tell a person specifically exactly, especially we're really looking at lateral officers.
How about older guys?
Yes, definitely older guys.
I watched The Rookie with Riley.
Hey,
I'm like, I could do that.
I was an older guy when I started. And I was 34, which was a little bit old for a police officer starting. But man, it's just been an amazing career. I wouldn't rather do anything else.
Your brain wasn't even fully developed at 34.
This is probably true. Luckily, my wife got me all straight in there. So,
let me guess, you had to meet the same physical standards as somebody 18.
I did.
There you go.
Yeah, you do. That's just one of our requirements. But
amen.
So today we can announce that we're really, like I said, really targeting lateral people. We've never done sign-on bonuses like this. We have a sign-on bonus up to $10,000 for lateral officers. It's very simple. We've got this pay matrix right here that I know Deputy Chief Fetters worked really hard on. A lot of other people too. It's simple. You look. So we're a police officer. All law enforcement has certifications provided that you earn from TCOLE, the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. Based on your certification, like when you get out of the police academy and get sworn in, you have your basic. When you get a little bit older and it goes up to master. And so this pay matrix, and I can show, it's on our website if you want to see it.
Yeah, go to the website.
It just came on this morning, I believe. You can look at what certification that you have wherever you are. If you're an advanced and you have 8 years, you're going to be making $71,000. I mean, it's super simple, and our top out pay now is up to $78,353.
And what's starting pay for somebody just coming in?
For a lateral officer is $60,000. However, if you're not a lateral officer, guess what? We have a program for that that's amazing. It's our police cadet, where we actually sponsor cadets through the Victoria College Police Academy. We pay the academies, I think, $3,400. However, if you're at another academy, say at Wharton or at ACOG or anywhere, we go, the recruitment team goes all over the state to try to recruit people. We will pay up to $4,500 of their academy as well, whatever they paid out of their pocket. start getting paid $51,000 a year just to go to school with benefits.
You know what that is, Ash? It's like NIL. It's like police. It's the police portal, right? It's like
you're over at that school.
I've been in Edna, but I'm entering. Yeah. I'm entering the portal and taking my talents to Victoria. I like that.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great tool in our recruitment belt to be able to go to these places, lateral people, and offer them a sign-on bonus to come to Victoria. And it's great. We have lots and lots of good things. Like I said, the public safety headquarters, our bonuses. We're very we have a super supportive community. Our community is great.
We have a good community, a law enforcement respecting community. And what I'm hearing you say is Victoria has decided to quit training and equipping and educating young officers and then lose them to other areas wholesale. We've become a training ground where our best and brightest. I remember when JJ Craig was still chief, he came in and said, he goes, look, by the time it's all said and done, and we actually put a young officer on the street, his number, we got $100,000 wrapped up in that kid
easily.
And he goes, the next thing you know, he's leaving us over $50 a week. Well, and he goes, it's just got to stop.
Victoria Police Department is known throughout the state for being an extremely good training, not training ground, but we have a good training program. We send people all over the state, all over the country for very specialized, very good training. And you get a lot of experience here in Victoria, from working patrol. We have all sorts of things you can do, drone, investigations, undercover, all these different motorcycle, all these different things. So they get a lot of experience, and guess what? They're very marketable to other agencies around the state. Well, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to be them come here and stay here.
Homegrown and kept.
We don't want to be the AA, AAA affiliate of the HPD, right?
That's it. So yeah, very exciting. I just wanted people to, I know you have a worldwide audience here,
we actually do.
Anybody that's interested in becoming a police officer, please give us a call. I'll give these guys all of our contact information. Our website.
Type in a number for you right now.
My number is my personal desk number is 361-485-3805.
And that's going to be in our what's going to be in our comment section. And if you'll leave David, if you just have a general question, if you leave David a message, he will call you back. By the way, so Dawn goes with me often to we'll be at Murdoch's for something or whatever, and I stroll out, and your silhouette, is right there at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. So I always take a picture with the silhouette. And you notice I've never forwarded you one. Dawn has never deemed what I'm doing to the silhouette in some form or another appropriate. Like, I can't send it to you.
I do get pictures. It was in Porter Connor for a while at the Speedy Stop, and I got quite a few funny pictures. But actually, that thing has done amazing. It's got all of our QR codes and things like that for recruiting, and it's worked. That was one of Chief Arredondo's things that he wanted us to do. So. Yes. But yeah, if you want to be a police officer, someone that wants to be a police officer, certainly have them get in contact with me.
If you are a police officer, you want to see how it could benefit you to come to Victoria. We have people say, well, you can go to Houston and make more money. But do you want to go to Houston and deal with the crackheads? I mean, why not?
Do you want to go to Houston and deal with an hour commute because the only way you can afford to live in Houston is to get out of Houston?
Well, and the thing about Victoria is, and I oftentimes think about this, I have a direct, all of us can just call Deputy Chief Moya if we want to and say, hey, I've got this. And you're not just a number here. You're a person, but
no, that's right. I've seen a closeness on all the sides. I mean, at the SO, everybody, folks they're cooperative. You guys work together.
Oh yeah. Sheriff Mars group is just amazing to work with too. But I also wanted to plug in that it's not just lateral officers. We hire year round for the academy. We have 2 guys that are already hired and tested some more yesterday and testing some more next week for the January 2026 academy at the Victoria College. So, and dispatch, we need dispatch, and that's just an amazing job. All those jobs are they're more careers than jobs. Yeah. And we've become a family, even with the dispatchers as well. And they make good money, have the same time off as we do, 4 on 4 off. It's a great schedule. Give us a call. Give us a try.
You don't ever.
I know someone who started.
I don't ever recall seeing it. Maybe on a Saturday at a car show, but in general, you're in Union
or picking up trash on Zach Lentz.
I did.
Yeah.
I was going down the, and that's another story.
I know somebody actually started as a dispatcher here and then ended up going to police academy.
It happens a lot. Yeah. And that's great. We'd love that. But, and we've had officers go to dispatch as well. And so, yes, just give us a chance. Thank you guys so much for
always anything we
on
can
a personal
ever do.
note. What car are you taking to the next car show?
Square Body.
No, I'll probably, I like, so a good friend of mine sold me a very nice, very low mileage, 900-mile 2002 Z06 Corvette. And I'm honoring him by taking it to a lot of the car shows and stuff right now. He recently passed away. So yeah, that's my go-to car right now. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, I'll leave this stuff with you guys.
Please do.
And do that. And again, visit our website.
We will get with Cody Bauman, brand us, and we will have this on our webpage.
Perfect.
So that
yeah.
people can see it.
JoinVictoriaPD.com. There's QR codes. We have. I'm willing to answer any questions anybody has. Just give me a shout, and I'd love to talk to you. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, David.
That's
Appreciate
David
it.
Brogger, and just really in general, just one of my favorite people. He happens to be a police officer.
He does. That's why he's your favorite
services. He's great. He's just great. Been through a lot, done a lot. Great father, great family guy. Just an all around fine gentleman. Really enjoy him. White Trash Services, 550-1826. Let White Trash help you have a trash-tastic day. Reach out to them, and they will come to you. They're always on time. The weather doesn't deter them. They're like an old postman. Get a hold of White Trash Services.
No rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor hail.
Dollar floor store. That's it.
Floor trader.
They have
it almost is their price, to be honest. I mean, you can find great flooring there for 99 cents and up.
Absolutely. Get by the Dollar Floor Store for all your flooring needs, carpet, pad, laminates, hardwoods, whatever you want. They've got it. Chesnick Furniture Company. Once you get that new floor down, put down some new furniture. Yep. Chesnick can love make your house a home.
Great stuff on sale right now.
See why you just always do better at Chesnick.
Always. You
will love Bobby Leon and his family and their care for you as they help you decorate your home with
love
and
life
and not lots of money.
Accoutrement.
I try to
didn't know where you were going.
I throw you softballs. Whiff.
Well, I didn't buy any accoutrement there.
You're like the Yankees.
I bought a sofa and a love
You're like the Yankees with the bases loaded. Bottom of the ninth. You got to be a player.
Yeah, Chapman got him.
Parvita Wellness, which is rare because he's done. Parvita Wellness and the Vita Cafe. I realize that we do now. We kind of do a 2-for-1 plug for that deal. We've got to get another $1 a holler out of this deal. Parvita Wellness for all your healthy eating needs, gluten-free, preservative-free, wonderful, fresh offerings. I went by the other day and they had just like a stir-fry beef with peppers and green beans.
So good.
Couldn't resist it. Nope. Perfect meal, perfect portions, all your macros in line, no gluten.
No, I'm actually going to get with Erica next week because I'm changing up my diet a little bit. So,
are you?
Yep.
You try to get put a little meat back on your bones?
Yeah, and try to take care of a couple of ailments.
Work on the old libido.
Yeah.
Atzenoffer and Atzenoffer.com. Speak about libido. How about go by and get you a brand new Chevy Corvette? There's 3 of them on the lot. They're practically giving them away. They stack them deep, sell them cheap. So get by Atzenoffer or Atzenoffer.com. Since 1926, Atzenoffer is Victoria's dealer. When America turns 250, Atzenoffer turns 100. Go by and say hi to Tommy Taylor. Tell him as dealership principal that Wade and Carter sent you. Went Services, Went for all your electrical needs. Let Went help you make sure the power stays on in your home when the power goes off in your neighborhood. There you go. There you go.
All right. What else?
Yeah, we have lost lots of officers in the past. Tammy Williams is absolutely correct.
Well, and I think this, what Brogger was here talking about will help because it had been a lot about pay. I know there have been some internal issues, and
they're doing their best to stem that. And it happens, right? People, it's a compliment that people pirate your good agents, your good agents, your good police. But here's the problem.
Good employees.
As taxpayers, it costs us more than paying them a little bit more to stay. Because if it does cost $100,000 to put a cop on the street And then you've got a less experienced officer on the street. That hurts us.
Yep.
The 100,000 hurts us. Losing an experienced guy hurts us. So unbelievable. It's just a mess. The left's still babbling. Junior's handling it.
Yep.
There you go. We're doing good.
Junior says you can't haul hay in a Corvette. Nope.
No, but
You can haul ass in a Corvette.
that's right.
I guess you can haul that in a pickup truck too with a trailer.
Depending on the right
Wrong
truck.
kind of ass, but anyway.
What are you talking about? Bruce Bochy?
No, I think this is interesting. Texas deciding no longer to issue CDLs to non-citizens and those who are not shouldn't be here legally. Apparently, for the last 10 years, we've issued 52,000 CDLs.
52,000 commercial driving license to non-domiciled drivers since 2015.
And I'm sure this is partly in response to what happened in Florida a month or so ago when that illegal that driver pulled the illegal U-turn and they found out, oops, guy probably shouldn't have been driving a truck in the United States.
Well, they can't read the folks that come in who don't speak English, who maybe can't even read our signs. They find a way, they pass the test, but the totally nonpartisan group, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, the FMCSA, identified a catastrophic pattern of states issuing licenses illegally to foreign drivers. It's got to stop.
And guess what? Texas is one of 6 states
with weak oversight, insufficient training, and programming errors. This is not racism. It's not discriminatory. It's common sense. Because here's the deal. If you're the kind of employer that will hire an illegal and put him in a truck that hauls 50,000 pounds, when you know there's a chance that he may not be qualified to do so, you're also the kind of employer that may not be meeting your financial responsibilities. And when that guy kills somebody, there's not enough insurance, there's not this, there's not that. I applaud Governor Abbott on this one. He likes to go with the wind. On this one, the breeze is blowing in the right direction.
Where was it here? Apparently, state troopers have issued hundreds of citations to truckers who can't speak English.
Yeah.
Can't communicate. It's a problem.
Truckers routinely get pulled over for inspections, and if you can't communicate with the officer, you get a ticket, as it should be. Wait, was Victoria on there?
I don't know.
Lone Star. It's a Lone Star blue ribbon school.
Everybody gets a blue ribbon.
Yeah.
8 of the schools in the Houston area, 5 in the Fort Worth DFW, 5 in the Valley, 3 Laredo schools. George West, maybe the closest one to here. Tidehaven.
Oh, then Governor Abbott says, because he's just trying to be so Trumpian, Texas is on its way to, what does it say down here? This is a joke. Texas is on the pathway to become number 1 in educating our children. They're on the pathway way at the back.
Yeah. Trying to find these schools, a list of schools, but
I don't see it.
There
they are. Oh, now Barbers Hill. Yeah, good one. But that's their Barbers Hill Elementary North.
Yeah. A lot of elementary schools on this list.
So listen, 2 Carrolltons.
Both
Carrollton Farmers Branch away, both white flight suburbs of Dallas. Dallas is Santa Rita Catholic School, private, not inner city Dallas. George West, small community.
Primary school, elementary school again.
Small. Harmony Public Schools.
Basically private homeschool-like academies. 1 in Katy, 1 in Sugar Land, 1 in Euless.
Katy and Sugar Land, white flight away from inner city Houston.
1 in Sugar Land, I think, is right on Beltway 8.
Harmonic Science Academy in Euless, which is white flight Dallas metro suburb. HISD, which by the way, there's 4 HISD, 4 public schools that are, one's called Project Chrysalis, Carnegie Vanguard High School,
and Thompson Elementary. So
yeah,
Carnegie Vanguard High School, the first high school on the list, and this is alphabetical, but we get all the way to the H's before we see a high school on the list.
Yeah.
Hunt School and Hunt ISD, La Jolla's, Diaz Villarreal Elementary, Lamar, another elementary, Laredo, 3 elementaries, Mumford Elementary, Palo Pinto Elementary,
I don't know how that's working. I don't know enough about what's going on in the Valley. Far San Juan Alamo, I don't know. That's their T-STEM early college high school. If you start going down the list, and we're all the way down to Wiley ISD, Wiley.
Tyler Early College High School, almost all of the 28, the vast majority of the 28 are elementaries. We're doing good in elementary school education.
Yeah.
It's when we get to middle school and high school, we suck.
Yeah.
That's what that tells me. Shouldn't it be the other way? Shouldn't the high schools be the ones getting the blue ribbons because they would be the ones preparing our kids to go to college and have success as adults?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But I mean, if you look at all of them, there's not excellence in inner city public schools.
Tidehaven, Markham Elementary.
Tidehaven, another small rural community.
Parents probably care about their education and their kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the three high schools, 4 high schools, 5 high schools, and a list of 28.
It's crazy. Andy, you guys are just banging your head against a wall.
Yeah.
Crazy. What did it say? Bruce Bochy won't.
Well, he's not going to be back. I guess he was.
Yeah,
we already knew that.
Yeah.
I think he has been offered a position with the team.
He should. The Rangers are kind of like a family environment. I could see them keeping him around. This is sad actually. Miguel Angel Garcia Hernandez, one of 2 ICE detainees to survive last week's shooting. He did die after being taken off life support, and that's a shame. That's a person that was. We don't know that person was illegal. We don't know that person was going to be deported. That person had been detained and was senselessly killed in an attack on ICE agents, which is sad.
Yeah.
Melvin Stewart, a 37-year-old serial criminal, broke into State Senator Joan Huffman's car while she and her husband were having lunch in Cleburne. He's been doing this for a very long time, said Ray Hunt of the Houston Police Union. We should lock poor Melvin up and leave him in prison.
I'm going to guess he has been a recipient of bondless bails.
Yeah.
I'm just
right here.
I'm just going to guess.
He had 2 screwdrivers in his little pouch in the front seat. This is what the guy does for a living.
According to Fox 26 in Houston, he's got mugshots dating back to 2005, basically for him doing this.
Why do we do this? Why is a society, have we gotten to the point?
Yeah.
Do you think that this is a Republican position or a Democrat position that, oh, poor Melvin, he's just trying to get his life straight? Melvin's a good man, deep inside, family guy.
In the Houston area, so chances are it's Lena Hidalgo and the ilk of there that think everybody needs to a second or
who's not running for re-election.
26 chance
defeated she is
at everything. The Texas Democratic Party apparently moving their headquarters from Austin to Dallas because Austin, I guess, ain't woke enough anymore.
Yeah. Wow.
Are they worried because Tesla's there? I don't know. But apparently a bunch of staffers resigned rather than being relocated with the business.
The left isn't really as committed. They just have feelings. They're not really that committed. They're not that committed to the cause. I don't understand that there was I can maybe find it by tomorrow. There was a video. And by the way, if one of you sent it to me, please send it again. There was a video of Bill Maher so when I find somebody that I don't necessarily agree with or align with, and they say something that resonates with me, they're probably right. Because I'm predisposed to say that guy is a communist. And then they say something and I go, that makes pretty good sense. Chances are they're right. And I've actually learned something. Bill Maher goes through a deal where he just says, if you keep doing this, this, and this, and if you keep picking these 5 issues to deal with, and if you keep thinking you're going to shove that down the throats of the American people, you're an idiot and you're never going to win another election. And I'm telling you, that's where the Democrats are in this country. There are Democrats that will not vote for Democrats in the next election. It's coming.
Yeah.
Just in protest. You've got to protest your own party. The best way to protest is with your vote.
Well, we've talked about it. I think like the number of younger white Democrat.
Oh, way down.
26% of the Democrat Party. I mean, down from 46% a couple of years ago. They're leaving in droves.
Yeah, no doubt.
And they're going and joining the Republican Party or staying independent. But the Republican Party has seen a surge in the same demographic becoming registered Republicans. So
that's right.
Interesting.
Well, you guys have had an active day. We appreciate you very much. Even those of you that are perpetually wrong, we appreciate you. It just makes us look smarter. Have a great day, folks. We love
folks.
You. Bye-bye.
Well, I've been kicked out of my near every bar around. I've been locked up for